Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Conversations with a Cinephile. This is your host, Siddu Nevanitha, and I'm joined by my good friend Talal Al-Dabayan. Talal,
What's up, y'all?
All right.
How you guys doing? It's a pleasure to be here one more time.
Sure. It's always a pleasure to have you, man. So last time we were talking about the Sony Spider-Man deal and Ava Longoria directing a Cheetos movie and Kit Harington joining the Eternals. So today I want to start off with talking about James Gunn. I know we talked about Guardians of the Galaxy and what amazing things he did with that. So he is actually taking on the role of directing another superhero movie, this time for DC, with The Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad, I watched the original movie. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but it made a lot of money. So they're making a new one. But it seems as if they're making kind of like a reboot with this one, calling it The Suicide Squad, and James Gunn is directing it. And Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi is set to join the cast. What do you think of that?
I mean, that's definitely a new spin to it. I personally have seen only parts of Suicide Squad, the one that came out a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got
it's a very meh kind of movie.
Yeah, I got a lot of mixed reactions from it. Some people, well, almost nobody liked it,
Yeah.
and a lot of people were just.
A lot of people.
They were uncomfortable.
One of the best things I heard about it was, the only reason people are going to see this movie is the Joker, and the Joker was only in the movie for about 7 minutes. Which is pretty sad.
Exactly. And it was just all around disappointing, to be honest. And I agree with the rating that it got, because I know that they put money and effort into this, but it just does not show on the screen from what I saw at all. And when it comes to the Joker, I can go on and on about him, to be honest, but
yeah,
he could have done much, much better with the Joker. And I know the actor, he's really passionate about being the Joker, but some parts it's just the Joker's a really special place, and it takes like a big place in the hearts of a lot of movie lovers, especially Batman movie lovers. And
yeah,
to take that role, that kind of like disrespects the name,
Yeah, especially after Heath Ledger. I mean, like the entire Joker persona character has just become completely idolized by a lot of the film fan community after Heath Ledger and his amazing performance in The Dark Knight. They're just like, okay, from now here on out, the Joker has to be 100% a really special performance.
Exactly. And because they did that, you can't go ahead and just throw anybody into the place of the Joker. And that's why a lot of people are really nervous about this upcoming Joker movie with Joaquin in it. And, for him to actually be brave enough, to be bold enough to actually go out and do this after all the hate that he saw in the previous Joker, it's pretty brave of him. And from what I saw in the trailers, like he really nailed this role. He gave it his all, and I'm excited to see it.
And another reason I think that this is getting so much praise and so much attention, and a lot of people are liking it, is because it doesn't look like... See, the way they did the Joker in The Dark Knight, it was a very specific, realistic kind of Joker. Now, but it was realistic for that Christopher Nolan Batman world. Now, this Joker, while he's still realistic, but he's set in like late 70s, late 80s, or late 70s, early 80s, grimy, very realistic again, I guess Gotham. Now, completely different universe. And the reason I think that people appreciate this one a lot more than Jared Leto's one is because it doesn't... I don't know. It has a certain quality to it that it doesn't feel cheap in a way.
Exactly.
This feels real, and it feels like it has gravitas or like gravity or something to this performance. And also the movie looks quite good.
Oh yeah, 100%. And also it draws you in, Like if you look back to The Dark Knight, every time the Joker comes on the screen, every single time, no matter how long or how short, that eerie music starts playing, you get chills and you want to hear what he has to say, no matter what it
Yes.
is.
Mm-hmm.
He draws you in
Yeah.
unwillingly, you know? He has
Mm-hmm.
this super strong character that he can go in without making a lot of noise, without making, a lot of bloodshed. He just goes in and he only with his words, he plays with words like, and it's unexpected what he's gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
you know? For example, when he walked in the very first scene that we saw him after the bank, when he walked
Yeah.
into, the gang and their
The way
little
he
hideout.
laughs, because it's not an
Exactly.
intentional. It's an intentional laugh, but it's in the middle of his laugh. He laughs at how like he laughs. It's it's crazy.
Exactly. And they were talking, and then after a little bit, unexpectedly, and I bet nobody expected it, he just gets a pencil out, he just smashes on the table, and he asks if anyone wants to see a magic trick and see the pencil disappear. And honestly, for him doing that the whole movie, it drew me in more than any other movie out there.
Oh, he for sure stole like every scene he was in.
Oh yeah,
Like we might as well just be audience stand-ins for the mob people in that room during that scene
exactly.
because he grabbed our attention just like he did
Oh yeah,
theirs.
100%. And I just wish the best of luck for Joaquin because if he nails this, this is gonna make his career. This is gonna be the prime of his career. This is gonna be like the
Hmm.
highlight of his acting.
A lot of people are talking awards buzz for this movie, which I think
Yeah.
is quite interesting. Like, I mean, Heath Ledger won a posthumous award for his performance. We'll see how Joaquin does. Like, it looks very good. Like, he looks
Oh
extremely
yeah.
tortured and just very sad and just beaten down by society.
Oh yeah.
So, and also
And
it
what's
looks like a
interesting,
really good drama movie.
oh yeah, it's a mix of everything because according to the trailer, if the audience saw it, if you guys saw it, what I understood is that he was trying to push through and trying to fit, but everybody just beats him down and just looks down on him.
Right.
So, and then when he was in that one bathroom, when he was looking at himself and had all that makeup on, and is when we know that he saw his true self, and he's like, you know what, this is how I shine, and this is how I'm gonna do things. And
Hmm.
I don't know, I feel like that is such a big moment in the movie, and I'm just excited to see it.
Yeah, because he felt as if people didn't see him for who he was and never took him seriously. So
Exactly,
as soon as he put on the Joker persona and became this crazed individual and started wreaking havoc, maybe they would actually see him for who he was and listen to him.
exactly, 100%. I agree.
Right. So I guess we kind of got a little bit off topic, but we started talking about Taika Waititi
Yeah.
joining the Suicide Squad. So Taika Waititi, he was also Korg in Thor Ragnarok, and I guess was he in Infinity War? No, he was not in Infinity War, but he was in Avengers Endgame. I love that scene, by the way, where they're just sitting there eating pizza and playing Fortnite. It's just unbelievable. Some of the stuff they come up with for those Marvel movies. It's nuts. Now, we also want to talk about, I guess, with Joker, another horror slash dark, really dark movie that's coming out really quite soon. It Chapter 2. Have you seen the trailers for that, Talal?
Oh yeah, and I'm never gonna watch that trailer again
I mean, are you gonna
because
watch the
that
movie?
is it was. I mean, probably not. Because the way I watched the first movie is I just opened it, I skipped through the whole movie, and I kind of just left. Because
Wow.
that movie, it was so heavy, and it was just one shock after the other, and I don't know. I feel like it's a lot to take in, but with it
Hmm.
Chapter 2, I might just see it because it they say that it just brings it to a whole new level, and I thought
Correct.
the first one was enough.
Hmm. Yeah, like
But
this
this is
one,
just
the
a whole nother
trailers
game,
look
and
amazing. I like that they have the
Exactly.
adults and the kids because they have some really good actors for the adults, like Bill
Oh
Hader
yeah.
and James McAvoy and Jessica Chastain.
Yep.
So I heard that they're all really good, and I heard that the reviews are saying it's scarier than the first one, which I am eagerly excited for. Just I can't wait for this. It's coming out in just about a week, and yep, I just can't wait.
Oh yeah. I
So
mean,
what
I think
else?
this is going to be something big, you know,
Yeah, for
and
sure. Because the
I
first one
hope it
made
gets the attention that
over
it
a
deserves.
billion at the box office, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I would assume this one would make close to around the same amount, especially if the
Yep.
reviews are better than the first.
Definitely. For sure.
So yeah, Talal, what are some of the movies or TV shows that you're currently watching right now?
I mean, I'm trying to catch up. There's a really nice TV show. I feel like it's kind of underrated everywhere. It's called The Flash.
The
Um,
Flash. Nice.
oh yeah. Not a lot of people watch it, but for those who are watching it, I think it's great. Sometimes some episodes it seems kind of stretched, but overall it's pretty unexpected and it draws you in really.
Nice. Is that you just watching it on Netflix and stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice, nice. I think I watched the first three seasons or something, but then I honestly I got sick of a lot of superhero shows. Just
Oh yeah.
just
I feel where you're coming
formula
from. Yeah.
almost. Because I kind of it just kind of gets fatigued in a way. Like I was almost I mean, quite honestly, I was fed up with the Marvel movies too. So I was just like, all
Yeah.
right, they're just gonna be very similar movies. Like nothing's doing anything remotely different, original, like really captivating me to go see it
Right.
in theaters or anything. Uh,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, I mean, I also watched Arrow and I watched some of the Legends of Tomorrow, a bunch of shows within the CW Arrow universe. But I just
Right.
kind of stop after a while because it just got too much to keep up with, you know?
Oh yeah. I agree. And the shows, you know, when I go into a show and I'm looking for a show to watch, first thing I look at is like the amount of seasons it has. And
Correct.
if it's more than like eight, nine, I feel like okay, that's just too much. Like where
Yeah.
do I start, you know? And
Hmm.
I'm not gonna have any motivation to finish it.
Yeah. There's a lot of shows like that, like Grey's Anatomy and like Lost and
Right.
like
Right.
House and like a lot of these medical procedural movies or crime procedurals like Law and Order or Criminal Minds or something.
Yeah, CSI has what,
Yeah,
13
CSI,
seasons something?
NCIS. Yeah, they have a crazy amount of seasons, and you can honestly break their entire story arcs for each episode down to a T.
Right.
And I can go over this in future episodes because it's quite fun to just kind of pick apart things like that. But we're getting close to the end of time here, so I'd like to end this with, I guess, talking about another movie that I'm excited for, and that's also coming out next month, and that is called Ad Astra. It is a space thriller movie starring Tommy Lee Jones and Brad Pitt. If you haven't seen the trailer, look up the most recent trailer for it. It is by far the best trailer for it, so possibly only watch that if you can. Help yourself. Talal, have you heard anything about this movie?
I have not actually until 2 seconds ago, and I should check it out too, because that seems interesting.
For sure, for sure. It's been, I guess, Brad Pitt is also, he was in this Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and now he's in this movie. He's in two movies this year. I haven't really seen him in many big movies in the
Right.
last few years, actually.
Yeah, that is true. He kind of went off the radar for a little while there.
For sure. But yeah, that's been Conversations with a Cinephile. Thank you for your time, and Talal, thank you for your time too.
Anytime. It's my greatest pleasure.
All right, see ya.